Coming to you pre-recorded from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm David. This is my part 2 of the Game 2 reaction to the Cavs versus the Pacers. Now, in the first video, I had left off rattling off some team stats, so I didn't really get to emphasize the rebounding as much as I would like to. The Cavs kicked our ass. So let me start with what I wanted to start with, because Kenny Trashcan won Coach of the Year. Kenny Trashcan, Kenny Atkinson, had just got done winning Coach of the Year. They finally announced it. They take forever. They timed this stuff beautifully, right? They got to go ahead and give Kenny Atkinson his Coach of the Year award because we're probably not coming back to Cleveland after night. So Cavs came out blasting. Just hit us in the mouth. You could probably credit them a knockdown. They knocked the Pacers down in the first quarter. Pow! Hit them so hard. Oh shit! But no, not so fast, says Pacer fans. Oh, down but never out. They didn't knock us down. We was a little phased. We might have stumbled. I'll go ahead and say it. They knocked us down. Boxing terms, hey, you can get knocked down and still win. That came out blasted. Hey, man, Donovan Mitchell was phenomenal. I mean, there's no way else to put it. Now, back when I'm all over the place. I know, I'm sorry. Rebounding, it seemed like, the Pacers would get a stop, but then the Cavs would get second and third chances and score off of those. And it was so fucking frustrating. Because at first we couldn't get a stop, because they was beating our ass so bad. It wasn't even about stops. Then it's like, all right, get a stop. Can we get some stops? We got some stops. And now it's like, now they're getting offensive rebounds. They're getting second, third chances. You got to get the rebound after the stop. So back when we really sucked, I got in the habit of saying, getting a stop and a rebound. I'm getting spoiled. Now all I'm asking for now is a stop. And it's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I need a stop and a rebound. Fuck, man. Seemed like they got all their fucking second and third chances in the first half. First 3 quarters. Really, it kicked our ass in the third quarter too. Donovan Mitchell was fucking phenomenal. He couldn't be stopped. He was a man on a mission. And then Max Strus added in on it. Max Strus was on the loose. Just incredible performance. Kenny Trashcan had just won Coach of the Year. 3 players are ruled out. Darius Garland was already ruled out last time. Now you're getting 2 more guys, and Mobley and DeAndre Hunter ruled out. Injured player theory. So the way injured player theory goes, when your star players are out, if you would have went with injured player theory, you would have went with the Cavs last night, right? Because, everybody thinks they're just going to lose now because their star players are out, and the Pacers are going to be caught off guard and put their guard down, which they did early in the game, right? That's injured player theory, but not so fast, my friends. Jarrett Allen was better in Game 2 than he was in Game 1. Sam Merrill was having RKOs out of nowhere. I mean, the Cavs threw a haymaker. They knocked us down. They was beating our ass. But the Pacers weathered the storm in the second and third quarter. So technically it says, I forget about the third quarter. I'm going to have to assume the Cavs won that quarter. So in my opinion, the second and third quarters were even though the Pacers have technically won the second quarter and technically the Cavs won the third quarter. To me, it was all started, that first quarter, Cavs kicked our ass, and that was their quarter. And then the second and third quarters was the Pacers weathering the storm, trying to just hang in there, survive the Cavalanche, right? And then the fourth quarter was the Pacers quarter, okay? And that's how I kind of look at that. Halftime, I was talking my shit. Maybe not as much as you would have liked, but I made sure I talked my shit. Because before the game, it was, hey, the Cavs had a good season. The Cavs had a good season, bro. It was nice. I wanted to win more honorably. I hear all your excuses. I hear you yelling at my videos. Oh, that the Cavs are hurt. The Pacers are lucky, blah, 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 blah. I get it. That's why I said before the game, Cavs had a good season, man. They had a good season. Bro won Coach of the Year. They had a great year. I wanted to win more honorably. I didn't want to win like this. I don't want to hear your fucking excuses and your minimizations and your dismissals of what the Pacers are doing. I didn't want to hear all these excuses. I wanted to win more honorably. I felt like we could win more honorably. But it is what it is. At what point do we stop calling it lucky injuries and realize it's by design? The Pacers play at a high pace. We are deep. We let Ben Shepherd and Jarris Walker get minutes off the bench just so they can get stamina. No, I mean, it sounds like a joke, but they're going to play full. Ben Shepherd's going to run full court defense there for the 5 to 10 minutes he's in the game. It's just an extra guy, long body. We fucking just run with you all the way down the court, full court. We just run. They can't run with us, and you guys get hurt. If you're not in shape, you get hurt. I mean, I don't know. It's not always the case, but I feel like there's some injuries where that was the case. Maybe if it weren't in this series. Luck is the residue of design. It's not like we asked for this. What are we supposed to feel bad? Are we supposed to bench 3 players to make it fair? Like, cry me a river. The better team won the game. Period. We had them right. I'm talking my shit, bro. I earned it. We earned it. We're taking the respect. That was our motto before the year started. In the chat, I'm in there before the game at halftime because I wanted to spare y'all. I wanted to, not rub it in because it does suck that the guys are hurt. So I didn't want to rub it in. But I came in halftime. We got the Cavs right where we want them, and I felt that way. We got them right where they want them. Oh, they think they're going to win this game. Anytime you start thinking you won the game before the game is over, that's when you lose the game. I've seen the Pacers do it all year. I just saw a stat where Tyrese Haliburton is 10 of 11, and whenever he takes a shot to tie the game or take the lead with less than 90 seconds to go. So that's this regular season. When there's less than 90 seconds or less in the game, and Haliburton takes a shot to tie the game or to take a lead in the game, he is 10 for 11. That is sick. So you read the body language. The Cavs, the Cavs felt good. They deserve to feel good. But once you start thinking you won the game before it's over, we saw it. We've seen it time and time again. This isn't new for the Pacers, bro. That's why I'm in there at halftime telling you, we got them right where we want them. You thought it was funny. It was kind of funny, but we got them. It ain't over. The game don't start till the fourth quarter. At the end of the third quarter, I went in there. They should have killed us when they had the chance because they did. They almost killed us. They almost put the dagger in us. They almost ended the game before the fourth quarter, but they let us hang around. We got some threes off in the third quarter. We weathered the storm. Should have killed us when you had the chance. I said that in the chat. You should have killed us when you had the chance. I didn't hear no bell. I ain't hear no bell. Goonies never say die, baby boy. We had them right where we wanted them. Where should I start in the fourth quarter? Where do I start here in the fourth quarter? I'll go ahead and start at 10 minutes and 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Miles makes a shot. Pacers are down by 11 points. Cavs missing, but they're getting 2 offensive rebounds. They got a couple off those offensive rebounds. We're kicking our ass. Haliburton blocks Merle. Smathering layup. Pacers down by 9. 9.5 remaining. Cavs timeout. So the Cavs technically only scored off of 1 offensive rebound, but it was after a block. Okay, that's later in the thing. As we're waiting on the timeout here. I just felt it was worth noting because they were kicking our ass on the second and third chance points. They only got 2 second chance points in the fourth quarter, and that was monumental. That was huge. And I'll get to that technicality because I wrote down here, Cavs did not score on any offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter, but later we'll see. Technically, I'm wrong. Mitchell stole the ball out of the timeout, but he missed a layup with 8:53 remaining. So I apologize. I'm going to be random again because I meant to say something last video. I meant to say something before now. But Myles Garrett was in the house in Cleveland, right? And Cleveland did it because Cleveland was winning all game. They did a great job. I mean, I like the Cavaliers. I tried to, I wasn't trying to be as disrespectful to the Cavaliers as I was trying to get y'all to realize there's something special going on here in Indiana, bro. And we ain't just saying the shit. But Myles Garrett's in the house, right? And you take T.J. Haliburton, or said TJ Halliburton, Tyrese Halliburton, TJ McConnell, Andrew Nembhard. Now, I meant to combine all their turnovers, but we'll just stick with how bad the 8 turnovers for Nembhard were. But TJ McConnell, he got called for traveling. He was turning it over. I don't remember if Halliburton necessarily had any turnovers, but he only had 4 assists. They were blitzing our quarterbacks. Myles Garrett's in the house, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are blitzing the shit out of our quarterbacks. And Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, TJ McConnell. Like Nembhard had 8 turnovers, like I've said already a bunch of times. I want to say TJ got called for both of those travelings in the first quarter. It might have just been the one, but we got called for traveling twice in the first quarter. And TJ they was finessing the shit out of TJ. They made TJ McConnell look like a bitch, bro. Like, that's just real talk. Like, TJ McConnell, you're old. Get the fuck out of here. Like, they was bodying TJ. They was forcing helly turnovers off of TJ. And they was, and Nembhard had 8 turnovers. I'm redundant with it because that's just how bad it is. And that was how good the Cavaliers blitzing our quarterbacks. Myles Garrett's in the house. You got Garland and Mobley on the sideline in street clothes. They're laughing. They're having a great time. And not so fast, my friends. Siakam missed. Allen answers. Cavs are up by 11 with 8:27 remaining in the game. Up 11. Halliburton responds next possession and 1 layup. Makes the free throw. Pacers are down 8 with 8:20 left. Mitchell misses a 3. Turner misses. Halliburton gets a tip, or Mathurin gets a tip in. Pacers are down by 6. Mitchell turned it over with 7.5 remaining. Let's skip a little bit. We're at 4:48. Donovan Mitchell scores. The Cavs go up by 8 points. Playoff Andy responds and 1, makes a free throw, down by 5. 4:24, that's when I lied on accident. Nesmith blocks Strus, but Strus would still score. So technically they count that as an offensive rebound. The only second chance points the Cavs really got was off of a block. So I don't really look at that. It's whatever. I think anyone that knows basketball knows what I'm trying to say. Like, it wasn't off of a miss. It was off a block, but a block is a miss. Whatever. I'm done with that. 3:33. Nesmith hits a 3. Nesmith hit a big 3 with 3.5 minutes to go. The Pacers are only down by 4. Mitchell, he responds. They go up by 6. Donovan Mitchell was a menace, bro. I meant to look up his fourth quarter numbers because he had some certain misses, but I'm not here to hate on his misses. Like last game and before the series, I was hating on Donovan Mitchell respectfully. But I don't want to be redundant about that. Like, you got to give that man his flowers. He did everything he could last night, bro. Donovan Mitchell was an absolute savage, bro. Granted, he had that turnover that we're about to address. And, if you want to nitpick his free throws, I wouldn't because he's still technically 80%. Bro was dog tired. He was trying to go up with that rebound with Nesmith. You could probably argue he shouldn't have gone up with Nesmith on that rebound, but he's too much of a competitor. He's Batman. He's too much of a hero to actually listen to any kind of hell no, I'm gonna do what I can to prevent him from getting that rebound. But he was so gassed at that point. It's like he could have took a play off. Nobody would have said shit, bro. He's so some of that goes on the coach. You gotta find a way to sit him down in the fourth quarter. Let's see, he missed a 3 early in the fourth with 8 minutes. You should have got you're up in the game. You got to find a way to give Mitchell a few. How you gonna win Coach of the Year and your guy out there is gassed because he's doing everything. He didn't even have that for as gassed as he was. He had 35, 36 minutes. You got to find a way. You're up in the game. Give that man a breather. I don't even remember him ever going off the court, but it says the box score says he got his breathers, but you got to give him some extra breathers. He's doing everything. You're up in the game. Had to rewind to 8 minutes where he misses. He just got done responding. And 3 minutes to go in the game, the Cavs are up by 6. But really, the game don't start. The fourth quarter don't really start. Nah, 1 minute left. Max Strus hits that 3 to take the Cavs up by 7. That's when shit got real. That's when Max Strus, crowd's into it. Strus is celebrating. That's the moment the Cavs just assumed they won the game. The Cavs, I think, only got an inbound possession once after this. Halliburton had a layup out of the timeout. gets it down to 5, but Mitchell had some free throws. And then that's when 47 seconds left. This is when Siakam gets fouled, but he misses both of his free throws or some shit. And then Aaron Nesmith comes in and does that putback dunk. So after the putback dunk, that's when the Pacers were only down by 5, right? And then that's when they had that inbound pass to Donovan Mitchell, and he did the offensive foul, and they reviewed to see if it was a flagrant or not, and they said it wasn't, even though he elbowed bro in the face. But it really didn't matter, right? He got called for an offensive foul there. That was the last time the Cavs had a possession, bro. That was the last time they could successfully have an inbound pass. The last inbound pass they got in at the end of the game was instantly called an offensive foul on Donovan Mitchell. He was tired. Like I said, I'm doing my best not to hate on him because Donovan Mitchell did everything he could, but he's tired and he made certain mistakes because he's gassed. And there's just moments in the fourth quarter he was gassed the whole time. You got to give that man a rest, bro. Give him some water. So they had the offensive foul. We get the ball back. Siakam gets a layup with 27 and a half seconds left in the game. Pacers are only down 3. And then Nembhard steals the inbound pass. Tyrese Haliburton goes to the free throw line with 12 seconds left. He makes the first free throw, misses the second free throw. Was it on purpose? I feel like I'm the only one that may have I don't know. I haven't watched everybody's response. I wondered if it was on purpose. I don't know, but I wondered if it was on purpose when he missed it because it's like you're supposed to make shit. Haliburton got his own rebound. No timeout was called. He takes it back, step back 3, called game. Epic shit, bro. And I wish I could say more. I could rah-rah, but I feel like I've done enough. I really appreciate y'all watching the video, man. I'm going to be back.